Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation, Raider Nation. This is your president speaking. And I approve this message.
Raiders, just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver.
In the backfield. Derek Carr going deep, looking for Martavis Bryant, incomplete. Raider faithful wanted a flag, they won't get it. Tavon Wilson with the coverage, but that's why Bryant was brought in.
Well, Paul Gunther likes.
3rd and 5, the 4-man rush, and Castle goes down in the grasp of one of those rookies, P.J. Hall, the second-round pick out of Sam Houston State. Keith Smith is in at fullback in front of DeAndre Washington, and they'll run it right up the middle out across the 45, and Washington pulls his way out to about the 48-yard line.
I like that Keith Smith, man. He's Doug Martin.
Luke told us yesterday he thinks that's going to be the strength of their team. Connor Cook back to throw. He's got a man wide open inside the 25-yard line. Johnny Holton all the way down close to the 10. Gruden says he looks a lot like Herschel Walker when he's out there. He'll stay in a block. Cook's pass incomplete on 3rd down. And 4th down coming up. Slay had the coverage there on Holton for Detroit. And this a 21-yarder in his first attempt in the preseason, and he splits the uprights.
Right, man? Yes, that's almost 100%.
Across the middle, Golden Tate with the catch out across the 35, cut down by Rashawn Melvin. But the Lions will pick up the first down on a gain of 11. But Gruden and Paul Gunther made a priority to get some young defensive linemen in here for the Raiders. And underneath to Martavis Bryant at a first down, Oakland out to midfield. 3 of their Super Bowl wins under Bill Belichick. The Raiders will run it and break and tackles. Washington has a first down inside the 40.
Nice job of pressing the hole and staying with it.
For under 100 yards rushing per game last year. They've got 3 Pro Bowlers returning up front. Here on 2nd and 7. Cook with the scramble, trying to go over the top. Then he finds his tight end, Paul Butler, hauling it down inside the 10.
Keep the play alive. It's not there. He steps up in the pocket, keeps the ball in the throwing position. And I just did a terrific job. A lot of that was improvised. So you have to be able to run this thing effectively. You have to do this. Now make it work.
On 3rd and goal, Cook to the back of the end zone, diving to make the catch. Touchdown, Ryan Switzer, and a leap into the black hole.
He made it work.
Quinn, another guy with New England ties, the GM. Blunt, nice opening out across the 40-yard line for LeGarrette. First down from the 41. Inching up is Wilbur, and the safety blitz for Kyle Joseph as he gets to the quarterback for the sack.
And good coverage.
Indicator is lowering the helmet to initiate contact with an opponent. And we've seen it time and again. The catch made by T.J. Jones. Back to the gun here for Castle on 2nd down. Abdullah lunging for the goal line, gets out of bounds inside the 2. Abdullah will get the first crack at it. Touchdown, Detroit.
Good patience by Abdullah. They came with a slant, too. They slanted to the defensive right side of the ball in the interior.
Raiders are 2 for 4 on 3rd down. They've got a 3rd and short here on the ground. Washington, a nice push up the middle, Matt, behind that offensive line.
Better every year.
Oh, man, I love Rich. He's helped me a lot. He's always got great information and things to share. His leadership, his way he did things. He's MVP.
Out of the gun, under a minute to go here in the first half. Cook with some time. Richard out of the backfield, first down. And the cut back at the 50 to pick up a few more. more yards of total offense for Oakland here in the first half. With a 3-point lead on the scoreboard, trying to add to it. Richard again. Linebackers unable to cover him right now. That was Jalen Reeves-Maben who he got away from. One would be 48 yards to close out the first half. Hold is down. The kick is on its way. And it is good right into the heart of the black hole. Eddie Pinheiro makes it 13-7. Raiders over the Lions. Mid-season with the Raiders. Looking for a more productive offensive unit this year after the disappointing campaign a year ago. It saw the Raiders fall to 6-10 after a 12-win season the year prior.
This is the time when you can get some of this stuff.
First and 10, Oakland. A lot of room for Warren as he gets the edge and rumbles down inside the 20-yard line. And a gain of 26 for the rookie. Bill Jackson sported that number as well for the Silver and Black. A fumble on the exchange.
It's tough to tell, Matt, whether it was a short snap or whether the quarterback came out early. I know it was a quarterback, but I always did, though. I ran to the sideline first and said, I didn't get it.
Loss of 2 on the play. The Lions just 1 for 6 on third down tonight. They'll run the screen, and they'll get the first down. Kerryon Johnson out across the 25.
Jabinda had a chance. Now, didn't for agency in the draft. Got some interior pass rushers that can be disruptive as well.
Rudolph finds his tight end, Vallis, for the first down. He took a shot, is slow to get up. Kerryon Johnson, nice hole up the middle for Johnson, and another first down. Inside the 22, down to the 21. Wilbur with the tackle. Final minute of this third quarter. Rudolph runs out of time, and Shalik Calhoun gets the sack. Third of the night for the Raiders. He was with the Rams last year in a big turnaround season for quarterback Jared Goff. So here's Santoso from 24 yards out, and it is good. 13-10.
I was grateful for all that Al and Mark have done for so many great players and coaches.
20 years after Al Davis first hired, he's got 4 punts of over 50 yards tonight. Warren bounces to the outside into Detroit territory and down inside the 40-yard line.
Be a straight arm right to the face. Boy, he pissed me off.
Another bounce outside for Warren. He's going to be up over 80 yards as he picks up the first down.
Beth, you see that finish right at the end there?
45-yard attempt out of the hold of Johnny Townsend. It is good. Quick on the release and the first down across midfield to Lucas and into Oakland territory. Blitz coming from the secondary, and Castle completes it down inside the 35 to Powell.
Watch this. Doesn't catch it cleanly. It goes all the way down his legs, and he keeps that hand underneath it. And I don't think it ever hits the ground. Double teams along the line of scrimmage.
4-man pressure on third down. They get to Castle. The ball is out. And the Raiders jump on it. James Cowser got to the quarterback and knocked it loose.
Time football for Cowser.
Frosty Rucker is the Raider that got on the loose ball.
Thank you for stopping back by the Raider Critique. Now, I did want to go ahead and go over preseason week 1. Looked like we had a lot of good things going on for us. It was actually very surprising to see exactly who I thought were major standouts man, this team looks actually really good if you're judging these guys off of going on second and third stringers, you know. But this was a complete game. We played exactly like I knew we could play, like the rest of us knew that they could play. It was really nice to see Chucky back on the sidelines. Now, I do want to take this time to give a shout out to all of you Raider fans who have supported me in the past, and I really wanted to get my new microphone done today and get it figured out before this upload. But here it is. It's nothing real special. I actually got this cord that I tried hooking it straight up into my computer, and it comes with a USB port to where you can plug it straight in, and then of course, then you have the mic cable in here. Well, from what I've done found out, which I should have knew this already with as many years I've been playing music, that I'm going to need some type of interface before I can use it. So I'm still stuck with this piece of crap Xbox 360 headset for the time being. So I'm sorry about that. I did try to adjust the volumes and whatnot to where you guys could understand me a little bit better. Hopefully I'm not popping all crazy when I upload this video. Everybody knows that I really don't watch these things before I upload them anyway. But I wanted to go over yesterday's game where I was told that I was retarded on my prediction. Well, to be honest with you, if we were ranging it out in points, I probably would have about a quarter of a point right now because I only got one thing right, that we were going to win. I didn't get the score right. I didn't get the MVP right. And it was quite surprising on who actually, in terms, got my vote for player of the game. So let's just go ahead and get this started. I'm going to go ahead. As you guys know, we won 16-10 on a valiant effort by our second and third string team, because our first string basically only played one series on offense, and on defense I believe it was two. But man, a lot of the questions that we were talking about, especially like what I was talking about, was our secondary. Man, hey, our secondary stepped the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Our secondary looked great. Daryl Worley, man, he's gonna get a starting position soon. So I do foresee Daryl Worley and Rashawn Melvin being our starting corners. At least if they keep playing the same way that they played yesterday, I think it's a complete lockdown on our corners right there. Even when Garyon Conley comes back, I don't believe that he should be starting. He's too injury prone. He hasn't shown me or the rest of the Raider Nation anything since he's done jumped into the league. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that this is probably, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this, but I think that Garyon Conley is one of them wasted draft picks that Reggie McKenzie. And this all falls on Reggie McKenzie for drafting this guy. He's too busy messing around with lawsuits and can't even keep himself healthy long enough to play football. This is not good for us, but luckily we picked up a dude like Daryl Worley and Rashawn Melvin to go ahead and take over the starting corner positions. Awesome job, man. Our defensive line. Man, our defensive line looks good. And anyway, yeah, we're going to get into that as we go through this video. So let's go ahead and move on. We already know we won 16-10 in a valiant effort against a very scrappy Lions team. Be honest with you, man, Lions got more depth than I give them credit for, and hey, I can admit that. I admit that I was wrong. You guys actually looked pretty good. I don't know what I think about your third string quarterback, but your second string quarterback in Matt Castle honestly is not that bad. But we've always had his number, man. We had his number when he was in Kansas City too, so don't feel bad. So, like I was saying, these are my standouts, and honestly, a few people probably share my opinion. I know Mikey Raider does not, but he picked out two really good ones himself on his video. But I had to go out on a limb here and pick my own. First one, of course, is Connor Cook. He went 11 of 19 for 141 yards, one touchdown, no interceptions. Now, this is a completely different Connor Cook than what we saw in the playoff game of 2016 and what we also saw from him last season. in the preseason. He looked gun shy. He didn't look comfortable back then. Well, he definitely looks comfortable now. And I think John Gruden himself, Mr. Quarterback Whisperer, has done something to this guy right here to change his game completely around. So, and I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was not sold on Carr's 2 of 4 for however many yards that he had. The 2 passes that he did throw that were completed were pretty good passes. I mean, they were right on point. But I'm going to tell you, man, the deep ball doesn't look like it's there. We saw it on the second throw of the game. He's not stepping forward on that front foot as much as he should. And I've been a huge critic of Derek Carr. I really like the guy. I really think that this guy is our quarterback. But I'm telling you, that something has happened to that guy since the injury. There's something going on in that foot. Either that or he's just completely gun shy, and for some reason he's not following through on his throws, which is putting a lot of air up underneath him, where he's either one, undercutting the receiver, or throwing it too damn high where the receiver can get up underneath it before the ball is really on his trajectory down. So, I mean, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know whether he's just scared, but if he doesn't start playing well, which I know it's real early in the season to even be talking about it, I'm really glad that we've got this guy as the backup and that he's actually getting a firm grasp on the way the game is played at this level. So moving on, Connor Cook, man, hey, you're my player of the game. Absolutely. And I was totally thrown off guard when E.J. Manuel only went 4 of 6 and then fumbled the ball, because I would have somewhat tried to give it to him if that fumble wouldn't have happened. But then again, he didn't throw that touchdown pass. That was just a straight dime into double coverage to Ryan Switzer. It was a playmaker-style throw, man. It really was. It was impressive. Quite impressive. Now, my defensive player of the game, my defensive player standout, P.J. Hall. By far, P.J. Hall is a huge difference on that defensive line, and I'm not taking away or taking credit away from anyone on that defense, because that defense wrecked shop yesterday. Whether it was against second, third stringers or not, our defense looked on point, regardless on who we had in the game. But P.J. Hall, with the way he was penetrating on that offensive line, he was getting through, jumping up, swatting the balls down, and he even got a sack. He didn't play very much. I think he played, the first quarter? You know, this guy's a rookie, man. This is extremely warming to the heart and very promising for us who haven't really seen a decent defensive lineman in about 2 to 3 years. And don't give me that bullshit about, we had that guy Henderson, or we had Richard Seymour, which was way back in the day. Man, we haven't had a legitimate on-the-line guy for a long time. Literally anybody who could literally push that line like P.J. Hall. So, even though I wasn't completely correct with my predictions, and it might not have fell exactly my way, we still won the game, and we still show a lot of promise as a football team. John Gruden on the sideline looked exactly the same as he did when he left. So that's very promising. I love what he's doing with the team. I love the way he's conducting his business. I really don't have anything bad to say about this team. Not right now, but it's coming. And I'm sure it's coming. But let's hope that it doesn't come anytime soon. So anyway, this is the Raider Critique. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and enable notifications. We'll see you again next week.
I'm the president of the Raider Nation. Please use this as motivation.
If you want a piece of this, you can come and get it.
I'm the president of the Raider Nation. Please use this as motivation.
If you want a piece of this, you can come and get it.
I'm the president of the Raider Nation. Please use this as motivation.